Hello guys, welcome you all in my YouTube channel Tech with Rakesh. Today in this video we will know about the control plan. So guys, before going ahead, if you are new at this channel, so please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get the notification of my further video. I usually brings this type of technical video at my YouTube channel. These are the contents which we are going to discuss today. What is control plan? What is the objective of control plan? When to use control plan? Types of control plan format explanation, how to fill the format of control plan with an example. We will do a small exercise on this also. Control plan. Guys, here you will see that in left side there is a format which is a format of control plan. In later slide I will show you and will discuss elaborately. So what is control plan? Control plan is an important document of PPAP. So it describes how to control the critical inputs to continue to meet customer expectation of the output. So what is the purpose of control plan? Purpose of control plan. Primary reference source for minimizing process and product variation. It is used to minimize the process and product variation, and it is also a how to teams should react to out of control situation. It also describes us. So when we use control plan, implementation of new processes. When you are going to implementing some new processes, then you have to do control plan. Following a process change, when some processes are going to changes in your production, then you have to do control plan or you have to revise the control plan. So control plan is a living document. Since presence or processes are expected to be continuously updated and improved. Actually, what happens in manufacturing, your process gets updated or changed or improved. So that's why those improvements, those changes will be also revised in your control plan. That's why it is called living document. Guys, this is the format of control plan. There are three types of control plan: prototype, pre-launch and production. Here written, when you will submit your control plan to your customer, you have to take which type of control plan you are going to submit to your customer. Is it prototype, is it pre-launch or is it production? What is prototype control plan? It is a description of dimensional measurements and material and performance tests that will occur during prototyping. When you get the design from your customer and you start your doing prototype of product, that time in prototype control plan you have to take that process which have some dimensional measurements. You can take an example of a process like that receiving of your BOP in your plant. So when you receive your BOP in your store, you identify the material, is it as per the PO or not. So your output of that product will be, that process will be, is it same or not same. So it is not a dimension, just it is a dimensionless. Same or not same product characteristics output is not a dimension, it is a dimensionless. So this process will not be taken in prototype control plan. Suppose that another example is grinding process. When you are going to grind some material, its product characteristics of product will be outer diameter. So outer diameter having some characteristics like in mm 30 mm, 40 mm, or in tolerance 30 mm plus minus 2 mm, like that will be. So 30 plus minus 2 mm, this is a dimension. So these type of processes will be taken in prototypes control plan. Pre-launch, a description of dimensional measurements and material and performance states that will occur after prototype and before full production. It is similar like that prototype. Production control plan, it is a comprehensive documentation of product process characteristics. It is a complete process documentation. So guys, we discussed about in prototype that was limited to dimensional measurements, but in this production control plan we will cover all the processes which have dimension or not. It's not a matter. So every processes or product characteristics will be discussed or will be taken in the production control plan. Process controls, tests and measurement systems, these all will be discussed or written in the production control plan. Here is control plan number. So guys, you can write here control plan number, key contact phone. Here the key person name and contact number will be written here. Date of organization, or sorry, date of origination, when you are going to originate or when you have originated the control plan. If there any revision, that you have to write the revision date here. Part number, here latest change level. So here part number or latest change level will be written. Core team, who are the core team member of the control plan, so core team name will be written here. Customer engineering approval, so when you have got your customer engineering approval date from your customer, then if you have to write here if it is required by the customer. Part name or description, so part name and description will be written here. Supplier plan approval date, so before going to submit the control plan, you are authenticating that this control plan is written or correct about everything. Like that you will identify part number and description, supplier, so required approval, signature and dates. So after verifying part number, part name, supplier plan, supplier code, these all will be identified, then supplier will sign off in this section with date, and that will be submitted to the customer. Customer quality approval date, here customer quality approval date will be written if required by the customer. Other approval date, other approval will be written here if required by the customer. Part process number, so here part or process number will be written like that 10, 20, 30 or 1, 2, 3, part or process number will be written here. Here process name and operation description, so at 10 or 20 which operation you are going to do, in process name and operation description will be written. So those processes are going to be completed by which device or jigs or tools, so that machine, device or jig tools name will be written here. So here the characteristics of process will be written here. When you are going to do any process, every process have something output, so that output can be either product related or process related. Product related means the output which is related to product, that is like when you are going to grinding some material, so your output will be OD, ID, like that your output written in product. Suppose the requirement of machine for your grinding purpose, the frequency of VFD should be 30 kilohertz. So 30 kilohertz will be written in process because it is related to machine. So any other special characteristics is there. So here special characteristics will be written here like that: critical, semi-criticals, not critical. You can show a special characteristic class through a figure. A specification, measurement, sample size and frequency. So in this section, product process specification tolerances will be written here. Suppose the output of product is diameter. So diameter will be some tolerances like plus minus 2 mm, plus minus 5 mm, like these tolerances or a specification will be written here. Evaluation. So how you are going to measure the diameter, you have to write here. So diameter will be measured by some special gauges or automation. So here you have to write like that. Sample size. What is the size of sample you should gather data from? So here you have to write how much sample will be measured. In frequency you have to define the frequency like hour, daily, shift, like that, or 100% continuous. So like that evaluation of product will be written here, sample size and its evaluation frequency. So what is the control method of your product? So control method will be written in this section. When your process is out of a specification, then what you have to do to control your processes, you have to write this method in control method. In reaction plan you have to write your action, suppose that some problems occurs in your processes, then what action you have to take here in action plan or reaction plan will be written. So this is the complete format of the control plan. So here I have taken an example of grinding process. Number has been written here 10. Our process name is grinding, and grinding will be done by grinding machine. So here two characteristics will come, one in product or one in process. So in product characteristics I have written diameter. So when you will grind the product any, so diameter will come as a output. And what is the requirement of our machine, I have written in process parameter. So diameter should be 110 plus 0.45. So here I have written in the tolerance, our diameter should be within this tolerance. And in frequency I have written that my frequency should be 15 kilohertz, not greater than or not less than. How you will evaluate that your diameter is 110 plus 0.45? How you are going to measure? So this is done by automated a special gauge. There is an a special gauge in my operation or my processes which measure the diameter of the product automatically. I have to check 100% product. So every product will be checked after production in automated a special gauge continuously. Is it recording? Yes. In recording you have to write yes, because your software is recording that every parameters, how much is parameters outcome is coming. Error proofing. Is it error proofing? Yes. When your product is going to out of a specification, it will give you an alarm. So I have written here error proofing. Error proofing like Poka-Yoke. Control method. Its control method is SPC. I am doing SPC in my process to control the diameter of my product. Suppose when my product specification will become out of control, then I have to stop the production, and corrective action I have to inform to the senior inspector. Like that, in process characteristics frequency have been taken, and it should be 15 kilohertz. It will be evaluated by VFD, variable frequency drive. You have to check it once in 8 hours. Is it recording? Yes, I am recording manually on paper or check sheet. Is it error proofing? Yes. When frequency will be gone beyond of 15 kilohertz or less than 15 kilohertz, then it will give an alarm. So Poka-Yoke has been implemented in my process or machine. Control method. Its control method is PLC, programmable logical circuit. Suppose my specification of VFD will go beyond 15 kilohertz, then I have to stop the machine, and corrective action I have to take to inform the senior inspector. Guys, if you have any query, so please give your query in comment box. As possible as I will reply your query. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this session. So thank you again. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.